Hey guys, how's it going? So today we are continuing on with our Sims 4 Disney build series. We are going to be building Elsa's castle from Frozen. So far in this series, we've done a few. We've done Snow White, we've done the exterior of Mulan's palace, and today I really want to attempt to build Elsa's castle from Frozen right on top of the mountain from Snowy Escape, which I actually did this on stream already. I do have a video of me building this already where I climbed up the mountain, we built the castle, and you guys can see that on my second YouTube channel if you're interested. But today I am going to build it again and kind of modify some things. We've learned a lot, and I think we can perfect the Elsa's castle in The Sims 4 today with our build. So let's get going. The first thing I want to do is kind of build maybe just like a weird shape. I'm gonna build my shell. It's gonna be kind of a mess at first, but trust me, it's gonna turn out cool. And this lot is actually not that big. This is only a 20 by 20 lot, which is definitely not big enough for a massive castle. So we're gonna go for height with this to get that big, beautiful wow factor that this castle has. So yeah, look how weird this shape is right now. It's definitely gonna be strange. I'm gonna go all the way up to 4 levels with this. So I'm gonna keep doing this weird shape all the way up. So yeah, this is a super weird shell that we have so far. It's the tallest wall height all the way around. Again, we are going for big. So I'm also gonna do this fun little trick that I've been doing a lot lately, which is doing double basement levels so that it kind of looks like this is up on terrain when it really isn't. I'll show you what I mean. I'm gonna get my basement tool and I'm pretty much gonna first trace around this whole thing. And again, I'm gonna do kind of some weird shapes as if this is like broken ice a little bit, and I'm gonna go around this entire build. So I have my basement level created. I'm gonna go ahead, remove the ceiling, and I'm gonna do the exact same thing again with another basement level. So now we have an even lower level, and now we can go even lower by putting a pool at the bottom of this. So I'm gonna quickly just go around this entire shape that I've made here with my pool, and that is gonna act as like our water down below, which I'm gonna hopefully be able to make like a frozen effect after this. And now with the pool, we have an even lower level of water, which I think is gonna eventually look really, really cool with this build. For my wallpaper, to get that like glowing icy effect, I'm gonna use the Spa Day, like weird wallpaper that you would never use unless you were doing a weird build like this one here. This is what I'm gonna put all along my basement. I'm gonna put it all along the bottom level there. I'm even gonna put it in my pool. It's definitely not perfect, but it's only gonna be showing through the background. We're gonna put tons of like crystals on this thing. We're gonna put a lot of items all around the entire build, so it's only gonna be a little bit peeking through, which is just enough that we need it to get that like icy effect. I'm also putting this thing up on a foundation. I'm just gonna use the white foundation. Unfortunately, I can't really use the wallpaper down there. I just have to pick a foundation and roll with it. So that's what I'm gonna do for that. Then we can add these stairs. I'm gonna get a door. We can put windows on this thing, and then we're gonna start to add all of the little details, which I am the most excited about. For the door, I'm gonna use this one here and kind of just put that right in the middle. I think I might work on my shell a little bit more because it's a little bit off. Like, I don't want it to be symmetrical by any means, but it is a little bit too off for me right now. So I'm gonna work on that in a sec. But this is the door that I'm using from City Living. I'm gonna see if I can find some like matching windows. Yeah, I'm gonna use some of these around wherever I can, and I think I'm gonna try and manipulate the shell to work along with these windows here. Okay, so far this is what we got. Looking a little weird so far, I know. I'm gonna start to roof this thing. I'm also going to probably put some things around this little like part here, like the black part for the top of the walls. I'm gonna try and cover that up with snow, rocks, all of that stuff. I do need to get the big rock that goes around like the top part too. So I'm gonna do some of that. I'm gonna turn on my debug first of all. We're gonna be using a lot of debug. I've worked a little bit on the rocks and the snow, covering up all the spots that I needed to. So all of those like black spots around the wall should be covered. The only ones I really need to worry about are like those ones around the foundation, but we'll get there. I'm gonna do my roofing, which is gonna be all over the place. Guys, bear with me. It's gonna be so weird. And then I'm going to start adding the details on the side of the build. So for my roofing, I'm going to do a lot of roof pieces. I'm gonna do different heights. I'm gonna do different styles of roofing. The nice thing about this build is it's kind of not like a cookie cutter, like perfect kind of palace. With the ice going on, we can make it look a little bit interesting with the shapes and all the different bump outs and stuff. There are so many roof pieces. I'm just currently applying the trim. Like, there are tons of pieces here. Look how beautiful this view is, by the way. I am obsessed with building up here. It is just so nice and relaxing. Also, when I came up here on stream, my Sims didn't die on the way up. I honestly thought that they wouldn't make it. I brought 3 of them. They're over there. And they all lived. I'm gonna use this Eco Lifestyle roof paint all over the thing. Even though it's covered in snow, you can see like some little things poking out and it might look kind of like ice or I don't know. It looks better than what we had on there. Now is the fun part. I'm gonna turn on the rest of my debug. I'm gonna find some crystals and glass. Like I'm gonna use cups and we're gonna start placing them all over this build. Oh, and our go-to item is actually going to be a light. This light from City Living is gonna come in so clutch. We are going to size this up and basically this is gonna take up a lot of our build. I'm gonna start placing these first, I think. So literally just sizing these up. If we cover up windows, it'll be fine. We can move them later on, but I'm just gonna start doing these of different sizes, different placements, just literally placing this all over the build. I'm also going to be using this up top for the point here. Other little details I'm going to do, I'm gonna start adding like roofing details. I'm gonna use some of these as the points on pretty much every roof piece. I'm gonna size up some crystals. I'm gonna use some of different colors as well to use some like contrast in this build, but I'm gonna just place them wherever kind of sticking out of the rock, sticking out of the build, just kind of wherever looks good. I'm using this debug like beaker or something. I'm gonna put this along the sides and I'm gonna hide that like top part. That is gonna look like the ice and the glass kind of on this build. So I'm just gonna stick some of these wherever before I go too crazy with the crystals, and then we're gonna cover up that like awkward weird part. When I did these before, these were actually a lot more noticeable. I used a different item. These are actually hiding pretty well. We also used these bottles and I will size up those roofing details and kind of put them in the top so that you can't see that like top part of the bottle. I actually, I just found a better bottle from Eco Lifestyle. Oh my goodness. This stuff is called Simonite and I searched on stream for this forever. I could not find it for the life of me. But now that I know what it's called, I'm just gonna put this all over. Okay, so this is where I'm at so far. I've gone around, I've added lighting and stuff everywhere. I'm trying my best to make it look clean. There is a lot sticking out of this build, but I kind of didn't really want it to be perfect in the first place. It looks pretty in like every different kind of light. I think my favorite is it kind of like pops a little bit in the night, but I think I like it the best with the lighting here. I think it's beautiful. I don't know. I'm gonna try and do the interior, but look how all the little lights in here. Look how hard this is gonna be though. So I'm gonna try and make this work inside with all these weird like pieces sticking in. But I mean, the inside of her castle basically is just ice. So that's what I'm gonna try my best to replicate. So I'm trying to use the crystals to like blend this and make it look like it's supposed to be kind of like this. I don't know if I'm doing a good job or if this is like a hot mess. I literally do not know. I'm trying to barrier off this room in order to try and make it look a little cleaner. And then I'm using my Realm of Magic railings and everything for my fences. I've also used a Realm of Magic portal up here, which I'm hoping will look good. And I've added the balcony at the front, which I think is just gonna work the best for our structure here. I'm also trying to add in lighting. Honestly, anything to brighten the room, make it look a little better. Once I get these crystals sorted out, I've placed so many crystals. For the center here, City Living also has this like little decal that I'm gonna use. It's under this here. There's a whole bunch of them you can put on the floor. I'm actually really surprised about the amount of City Living items that we've been using in this build. Maybe I'll bring this upstairs and use it on the upstairs area as well. This interior has been so tricky. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, this is the upstairs. I think I'm only gonna do this main like hallway, stairway area. So that's the upstairs. The downstairs definitely looks a lot better. It's a little bit cleaner. It looks a little bit better, but it's still so hard to replicate, especially when the whole thing is supposed to be ice. But this is the final result, I want to say, of our Elsa's castle build. I kind of struggled with this one a little bit more than I did on stream. This was tricky. picky. I still, honestly, I think I could keep adding to this all day long. But that is gonna be it for my Elsa's castle build. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know who you want me to do next. Hopefully it's a little bit easier than this one was. Oh, and if you're wondering, the interior of the Mulan build will be coming soon. I did not forget. I'm really excited to do that, and it'll be a lot cleaner than the interior of this one, I promise. But I will put this on the gallery if I'm able. Oh my god. Well, this will be on the gallery under Sydneymacoretta. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next episode of the Sims 4 Disney Build Challenge.